Happy New Year! Let's see, January the 2nd, 2012. Welcome to another edition of my Antique Finds. My name is Dwayne Butler. Castlesandattics is the company, and we are based in Carmel, Indiana. Got a few goodies, even though it's been the holidays and Christmas time. It's always fun. My wife and I enjoy getting out and walking around a few antique malls over the holidays wherever we go to see family. It's just kind of a fun time for us, and that's the joy of collecting, really. I share that all the time. Value a lot of times is just basically with the memories that we all carry with us, and my wife and I get to buy some fun things together and see what kind of trinkets we come up with. So it's kind of fun. So with that, let me share with you a little bit of some things we have. My wife, believe it or not, did not keep this one. This is an early American pattern glass pitcher, and this is the Viking pattern. And bought my first Viking pattern covered dish, 10, 12 years ago. Love to find these. I think I bought this one at an auction not too long ago for $20, $22. And normally that one's probably $75 to $95. Really a good pattern, a hard pattern to find, and a really cool picture. And the only reason my lovely did not keep it is because she owns one. Hey, this is kind of cool. Here is a nice arts and crafts hanging pot there. And probably Roseville. You always see these hanging around. This is, again, a great piece. I didn't have to give any money for it at all. And you just don't see many matte green pieces. But that piece years ago was a few $100s. And these days, if you know, if I get 110, 95, I'll be happy. You know, you get what you can. Let's see. This was kind of fun. We bought this at an auction here, actually just over the holidays. And this is a cornflower, brown, and Poulsen mix here. And you can see it has the directions on how you make your Poulsen. And it's really nice. You might want to make sure you use good sweet milk. And you mix cornflour well with the little of the milk. And you heat the rest of the milk to a boiling point. Pour the cornflour into the heated milk, stirring well. Add a teaspoon of butter, a pinch of salt. Boil and stir well for 10 minutes. By the clock, it says. I swear to goodness, in parentheses, by the clock. Sugar and flavor, with V-O-U-R spelling flavor, if desired, but served with stewed fruit, jam, or marmalade is better. And then it says pour it back into the mold and cool and reheat in an oven if you would like, or over an open fire. Turn out to serve. There's your nice mold there, stamped England, and just a great, great mold. We decided to keep this. I just thought it was a really cool piece, and if you stick around next week, I'll show you how to make a nice quiche. Oh, let's see. Buy me. Good looking hat. Good looking hat. Okay, so found a nice little parrot here. Very neat. And these royal ducks. And again, we were walking through a general craft shop is where we were walking through. And this sat there for $8.95. And there are two of them on eBay right now. One of them is for $2.50 and the other's for $3.50 buy it nows. In reality, it's probably $100, $125 at an antique mall. I should be able to get and sell it fairly quick, or even run it through another auction. Really clean, really nice example. But I did buy that. And, oh, this is great. This is for Will. Will always says buy art. And, you know, you guys have always watched me. I buy some art. But look at this beauty here. I don't know if you can see. It's a nursing mother sculpture. And probably a student piece. It's not signed anywhere. You can see the big thick clay. And just a wonderful piece of pottery with the nursing mother, African-American mother. She's got the knobby hair here. But the really neat thing about this is they wanted $50 for it. They marked it down to $40. Well, you know, I get 10% off of a complimentary. That makes it, what, $36? But you know what? I didn't want to pay $36 for it. At $36, I don't think I want to sell it for $125 or $150 easy. I think I want to sell it for $95 or $75 if I have to. So what did I do? I knocked that $36 to $26, and I added $10 to my bird. Because I'd already bought this, and I thought, well, gee, if this is already $125, I'm just going to hand that money over to this, and now suddenly instead of paying $8.95 for this, I paid $18.95. I still don't mind giving 20 bucks for that, and then I give $24 for my figure. That's how I think. Just crazy. But that's how I do it sometimes, and it works out for me. Let's see what else. Oh, hey. Bought this as well. It's a nice carved dragon. Check that guy out. A lot of details there. This was $20 in an antique mall. Go figure. It's ridiculous. All that hand carving. Pretty sure this is Japanese Ikebana. I don't believe it's Chinese, but there's a basket. And again, when I walk through a shop and I see something that's $10 that's been completely hand woven, I'm a sucker. So, seems cheap to me. Cheap, cheap, cheap. There's a good looking painting. Let's see if I can get this up for you. Florence Jagger. Nice watercolor. Really like it. Just had a good look to it. Bought that. Oh yeah, and I actually went to a friend's house and he pulled out this book. He said, you can buy this if you would like. This is really cool. This is a German book of Italian architecture. So, imagine if you cut all these things out and frame them. There's 100 of them in here. And I tagged a few of them just to show you some of the nicer ones. You guys have all seen these in shops. There's pictures and photos in here as well, and 100 of those engraving plates. So I thought, gee whiz, if I ever wanted to tear it up, which I could, but I really don't care to right off, what are they, $50, $100 a piece if they were framed? And I buy a lot of frames. And one last thing. Right before we came home, I love these flea market shops, Bob and Tom's, this and that, buy here, save here kind of things. You get all these new people coming along, and you gotta love them, you know. There's a young man, he's 25, 30 years old, he's got his 3 little kids in a little tiny shop, he's building a motorcycle shop in the back, and the wife is running a knick-knack shop in the front. So they have a piece of Fenton, and you know, there's your hanging heart Fenton piece. And of course, you know, they only had $30 on it, and wound up taking $25 for it, but you know, there's $150 any day of the week. Pretty much nice 76 hanging heart. It's probably a barber piece. It's stamped 1976. It's not the early hanging heart stuff. But once you know it, there's a moneymaker. I don't buy Fenton at auctions. I don't buy it at antique malls. I buy it when I walk into a shop like this, who thinks, gee, you know, that's a neat little piece. I can put $30 on it and get some money for it. That's where I buy Fenton. Otherwise, I never even look to buy this stuff. Don't have to, because it comes to me this way. Till we meet again, guys. Go out with a little lead for the hair. Que sai!